Hello and welcome, my name is Aichanbot. I'm dedicated Yu-Gi-Oh! Duellinks streamer on Twitch. And as you can see now, some people are already in the chat, so from time to time I will chat to them too. I'm here to explain to you the Blue Eyes White Dragon deck after ban list. I made a video before, but then I couldn't release it. And now ban list is out and we did redo the version. Basically in the main combination with Arcana. As you can see, I have already gotten King of Games, but I didn't get two King of Games with Arcana and Blue Eyes White Dragon. Still, it's a lot of fun to play with this deck, that's why I'm going to show it to you and explain it. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments below and I will try to answer them as soon as possible. Hi YouTube Dragon, hi Dragon Champ, yes, you will be on YouTube, I hope so, for you. You're gonna be famous, totally. Yeah. The core of this Blue Eyes White Dragon deck is of course the Blue Eyes White Dragon, as you can see here. We have 3 copies of that. We have 3 copies of the Dragon Spirit of White, which actually has the same effect as Blue Eyes White Dragon. It says this card always treated as Blue Eyes White Dragon, so it functions the same way, but it has an additional effect. When it's summoned to the field, it can destroy 1 back row card, so 1 spell or trap card your enemy controls. And if your opponent also controls a card, like a monster card on his field, you can tribute this card and summon Blue Eyes White Dragon, which can be sometimes very helpful if they try to destroy the Dragon Spirit of White. And then you just go tribute it for Blue Eyes White Dragon. Yeah. If you don't know how to get those cards, you always click on this here, like how to obtain. And then it says it comes out of the structure deck, the White Dragon of Legend. Which means this is not a free-to-play deck, it's pretty much bored, and yeah, you will need some money for that. I got lucky by pulling one of the Silver Cries in this deck, which can summon Blue Eyes White Dragon from your graveyard with only gems. And the other one I got for like I think $2 or $3 in the 3 packs sales with the guaranteed ultra rare, so this was super lucky for me. Yeah, and I don't have a 3rd Silver Cry, that's why I replaced it with Birthright, which is more cheaper. And the Birthright you got out of also the White Dragon of Legend structure deck, or the Servants of the Kings. That's actually where I got it from. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure I got it back then for gems. So after the ban list, what are the major changes? The major changes are we can only have now 1 enemy controller and 1 treacherous. We had before 2 enemy controllers and 1 treacherous, which makes it pretty OP. Overpowered! Yeah. And I have 1 Champion's Vigilance. Yeah, I remember the time where I could use 3 of these guys, but now it's only 1 allowed. It's not bad, because if you have summoned, a level 7 or higher monster to your side of the field and you have 1 Champion Vigilance set, your opponent can't do much then about this, because you can just negate everything which comes to the field. Negate the summon or activation, and if you do, destroy that card. So if you summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon and send a Champion's Vigilance after that, like in 1st or 2nd turn, it's pretty much GG. Yeah. Kazumi says I should use Psychic Ace instead of White Stones. I actually had 1 of these. I remember that because it destroys your enemy. Yeah, this is what I have here, Psychic Ace and Kuribo. So you can like exchange the stones with the Psychic Ace or Kuribos, but in case you don't have Psychic Ace, you can also use the White Stone of Legend. Still compatible. 自分のデッキと what? ほぼ一緒にで嬉しい. Oh, it's like your deck? Nice, nice. Okay, Hama-san is from Japan, so he writes in Japanese into the chat. Yeah, so basically I have the same deck like him. As I said, not everybody can afford like, I don't know, how many ultra rares? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus those here. Plus Psychic Ace, also ultra rare, would make 2, or Kuribo is also ultra rare. Yeah, but let's put it here, so you can see. Basically you can exchange the stones for Psychic Ace. I also played once with Kuribo, but you don't have to. Just you know how it looks like and where it comes from, how to obtain. from Dual Carnival event, but the event is already over. And some people don't got the drop, so that's also possible. That's a lot, yeah, it's a lot of ultra rare. But these are actually not bought, but farmed from the Carnival event. However, since the Carnival is over, it's going to be hard to get them, right? That's why I recommend the version with the stones, because it's easier to get. Because it comes out of the box, which you buy with gems or money, and Konami will say hooray! Yeah. So, where were we? Yeah. The White Stone of Legend. The White Stone of Legend is a level 1 light monster, which can actually be special summoned by the Protector with Eyes of Blue. So you can pull off some combos with Protector Eyes of Blue. And if the White Stone of Legend is set and destroyed, you can always draw a Blue Eyes White Dragon from it. It's an effect card. And it can also work pretty well together with Cosmo Brain. Cosmo Brain can be special summoned to the field if you drop one level... what it says. If you drop one monster to the graveyard, and this card gains attack equal to the level of the monster sent to the graveyard. So if you drop a high monster to the graveyard, Cosmo Brain will get a lot of attack. Mostly it's going to have, after tribute a big monster or thrown into the graveyard, you summon Cosmo Brain. And with Cosmo Brain on the field, it's a special summon, don't forget that. You still can normal summon one card, which means you can summon level 1 monster, like Protector with Eyes of Blue, or the White Stone of Legend. And then you can use Cosmo Brain's second effect and tribute these effect monsters, or one of these effect monsters, and you can summon another, from the deck, another big monster from the deck. See, must first be special summoned, sending one non-effect monster from your hand or face feet to the graveyard. That's basically the Blue Eyes. This card attack equals level blah, I explained before. Special summon one monster from your hand or deck by tributing, as said before, one effect monster. It's a good practice to listen and understand English, so sometimes I do not often. Alright. You can only use this effect Cosmo Brain once per turn. So you can only tribute one of these effect monsters per turn. Even if you have 2 on the field, for example, if you summon the Protector with Eyes of Blue, use its effect to summon the Stone of Legend, and you have already a Cosmo Brain out, you still can only tribute one of these guys. The Protector of Blue is also helpful. He can be normal summoned, and then you can use its effect to, for example, tribute this card itself or another effect card to summon Blue Eyes monster from your hand. So, thank you for the follow, Lorenzo. If you have already a Blue Eyes on your hand and you have Protector on the field, it's pretty self-explanatory that you're going to tribute the Protector, right? And then we have the Blue Eyes White Dragon, the normal one, the vanilla monster with no effect, but 3000 attack damage, that's a lot, and 2500 defense, that's also a lot, almost unkillable. And still, if you drop one of these guys into the graveyard to summon the Cosmo Brain, you will need the Silver's Cry to get it out of the graveyard to your field, right? In best case you have 3 Silver Cries, but I play with 2, and as said before, the Birthright. And with the Majestic Eyes of Blue is pretty helpful. You can drop another Blue Eyes White Dragon into the graveyard, and you can stop another monster on your opponent side of the field from attacking you. That's what the text says here. One enemy controller is, I think, self-explanatory unless you don't know what it does, but then write your potato command in the comment field under the video. Yeah, Bingo Machine Girl. It's pretty helpful if you have already so many Blue Eyes monsters in your deck. You can basically use this card to let your enemy pick one of it, and then you get it to your hand. Mostly it's going to be a Blue Eyes, right? Treacherous Trap Hole does destroy 2 monsters on the field. Can be both on enemy side, can be one on your side and one on the opponent's side. You can also destroy 2 of your own monsters sometimes. Not a good thing to do, don't do that. And then we have, then we have the Synchro Summon field. We have 1 Stardust Dragon, which we can summon. We have Azure Eye Silver Dragon. And we have Gigantic Castle. Actually, Gigantic Castle is pretty easy to summon because you will have a lot of opportunities to get one tuner monster out plus one non-tuner monster. So the White Stone of Legend is a tuner monster, and I think the Protector with White Eyes is also a tuner monster. So when one of these cards is out with another monster on field, you can always synchro summon to get the Gigantic Castle. And now we're going to the speciality of Arcana, which is the trick up the sleeve, which makes this deck actually so strong. We're going to read the skill description because it says your starting hand will include one level or higher dark spellcaster monster, and since you have only one Cosmo Brain, it's very likely that you open 90% of the time with Cosmo Brain on first turn in your hand, randomly selected from your deck. So yeah, this skill will not activate if your deck does not contain any level 7 dark spellcaster type monsters. So preconditions fulfilled, you will mostly have like a Cosmo Brain on your opening hand, and then you can do your shenanigans and mumbo combo with this. And I think we have a lot of videos about that from my previous streams, which I will cut together. Yeah, so this is basically more like a fun deck for the funsies and bunsies. It's not really competitive. I tried it on the ladder from Legend 1 to Legend 3. It didn't work out at all. In the end, it was Heroes which carried me to Legend 3, and it was Spellbooks which made me king of games this season after the ban list changes. So for everybody who likes this deck and you want to pwn with it, I can only recommend it, or I can only confirm it as so far as I say this might take you to Legend. You will definitely pwn Gold and Platinum with it, but on the ladder after Legend it's not really viable. Yeah, it's definitely not a King of Games deck. It's maybe a Legend deck, that's what I would say. Yeah.